think her question was about this notion that you have of disrupting the status quo and whether that was a conscious decision on your part, and just kind of getting a sense of your whole idea about thinking out of the box in today's music biz.
I just think it's how I came up, you know, and like you mentioned, coming from hip hop, you know, we're kind of used to be, we've been told no a million times, and the way it works is somebody tells us no, and we go out and we build it. So, you know, when you look at what Russell Simmons was able to accomplish, and Diddy, Andre Harrell, Jay-Z, you know, there are a lot of great entrepreneurs, you know, who came from the hip-hop business, and that's just because, you know, there wasn't any choice. So you either went out and built it, or it just didn't get done. And with me, it's just a lot of flexibility in the way we operate. So, you know, and it's a lot of fluidity as well, you know. So, you know, I think if you look at the overall music business right now, and the fact that when Napster came along and the music industry wasn't flexible, and when YouTube came along and the music industry wasn't flexible, we see the state that that we're in now. So I think you either have to adapt or die, one or the other.
It's funny you mention that, because I think you bring up a really interesting point about how it all changed there. I was back in the days when the record industry had CDs, everything was blazing glory. And what happens is big companies, when the things are working too well for them, start protecting the franchise. They start protecting the things that have worked so well for them rather than innovating. If there's somebody like Troy Carter and his friends that are really the outlaws of the business and hip-hop in the early days, that's when things happen. And I think you touched on it. That, to me, still happens a bit in the big businesses, that protecting versus innovating. That's not something that you're afraid of, is it, Troy?
No, not at all. I think we approach the business, with a lot of curiosity. We have relationships with a lot of the guys that are out there changing the world now. So from companies as big as Google down to startups that are happening in dorm rooms and living rooms. We're staying very, very close to change, and it's not just our business that's changing. It's every business that's changing. So, we just like to stay as close to it as possible.
Well, it's good stuff. I love what you're doing there.